So today we're working on the Spark Graphics project, and we will follow these steps. So the first step is to open the Scala ID. I've already done that and created a new Maven project. Then we have to right click on the project, click configure and click add Scala nature. I've already done that. So I've created this pom.xml file. We will copy this part. We need to add this to our pom.xml file. So I faced a java.lang error due to Scala version. So I will change this to 2.10 here and 2.10 here as well. We will update this. And if we change the version, we need to update Scala nature path accordingly. So I will go here and then build path, configure build path, edit. So update this, finish, apply and close. So we need to create a new package in Scala object. So first we rename this to Scala. Then we will right click here, new, and we will add a new package. So we will give this the same name as our group ID. Right click here, we need to add a new Scala object. So Scala object, this we will call driver, finish. Right. So now we need to go back to our steps. We need to download the graphic xbasics.scala from this link. I have already opened this here. So we need to copy this link to our file. And I need to update this object name here. So now we will right click here and run as and do Maven clean. So what this does is it cleans the project and removes all files generated by the previous build. Yeah, so the build was successful, and now we'll go again, go to run as, and we will do Maven install. So what this does is it creates a fresh target directory and fresh jar file that we can use, and this was a success as well. So this is the jar file that is created. We will rename this, and now we need to upload this file to the cluster and run this jar file on the cluster. Created this cluster here called my cluster, and I have created this bucket with this ID, and I've uploaded the jar file here. This is the jar file for the first part. Let me connect to the cluster now. So now we will first upload the file. Now we will run it. So this seems like a success. Let's check the bucket. Yes, so the code has run perfectly and we have got success for all the outputs. So now for part 2, we have to create a new Maven project and do necessary configurations as told before. So I have done all the required configurations. I have created this new project here and I have updated the pom.xml file with the dependencies and done all the necessary steps. So now for the next step, we have to download GraphX shortest path.scalar from this link. I have already opened it here. So I'll copy it and update this here, but we need to update the name here to driver. And now we'll again run as this was a success. And now again we'll go and this was a success as well. So we have created another jar file for this part 2 as well. So here we created another jar file. We will rename this, upload it to the cluster and run it as we did with the part 1. So for part 2, we have already created the .jar file. Now we need the animal underscore terms.txt from this link. I've already opened this link here. So this has the list of all the nodes as the name of the animals. And we need another file animal underscore distances.txt from this link. This has the distance, the value of the distances between all these nodes from one node to another. So I have taken all these three files, the .jar file and these two txt files, and uploaded this to our bucket. And I've created this group activity cluster. Now I have connected to it through the putty, and I will run the command. So for part 2, the code has seemed to run perfectly. Let's check the output folder. Yeah, so it has run perfectly. We got success and we got all these output files.